season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And trotting out there, no introduction needed for this guy around the league. Now in his 7th season as a QB.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure. And he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
Here's the Pro Bowler, Christian McCaffrey. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it with second down.
The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 18 carries, 75 yards, and a touchdown.
When you put the ball in the end zone 13 times on the season, one thing is apparent. You didn't do it all on your own. Offensive line is creating some nice space for you, and you're probably getting some good blocks downfield from your wide receivers.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Purdy on the sneak.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. At a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And he comes to the end of the season leading the NFL in passing yards. And that's not necessarily something you set out to do at the beginning of the year. That's a good illustration of how remarkable and consistent he's been all season.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
And the Vikings
to the air with McCarthy.
And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Now they'll change things up.
Up the middle they go. Dyson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And 8-yard pickup. First down, Vikings.
Looking to throw McCarthy.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The Vikings sit 13-1 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
Gain of 23 yards. First down, Minnesota.
Here's McCarthy.
Open man, that's Felton. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 15-yard line.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Throwing is McCarthy.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple. Now McCarthy.
Got a man and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Vikings put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secure. And a lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down and a yard. McCaffrey running up the middle. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Purdy on the sneak. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Here's Jake Bailey now.
This is taken at about the 14. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Vikings offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. On play action, McCarthy. And he's off to a fast start throwing the football. Pretty good numbers already for just the first quarter of play.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
1st and 10 at the 49.
There go play action. Here's McCarthy.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You look at this Niner defense.
Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
They spent the week at practice, and we know our rating's not that great. And we know we're facing the #1 passing team in the league. But there are some things that we can do to give ourselves a chance in this game.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Sticking with the pass. Here's McCarthy.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Ariza is on to punt here as he gets this one away. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
Near his goal line, here's Purdy. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate, as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20.
Purdy from the gun. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
It's a gain of 9.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if the passes completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
At the 34-yard line.
Purdy now to throw. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And McCaffrey going to pick up a Niners first down as he'll get this across the 50 to the 49. Throwing here, Purdy.
Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Bills.
And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And still about 3 yards shy of the first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Purdy.
That is caught. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
McCarthy off the play fake. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted.
And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Get set, get set.
Back to throw, Purdy.
That is incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Trying to lay one up deep. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. 29 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Vikings offense and J.J. McCarthy getting ready to go back to work. And he's putting together a remarkable season, currently the NFL's leader in passing yards as we play here in the month of December. Room past the 35.
And finally taken down at the 36-yard line. The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 36-yard line.
2nd and 2. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
And the Vikings first down.
Operating from the gun, McCarthy. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
He's going to find Jefferson open downfield.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Justin Jefferson.
54 yards.
And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Niners ready to go on offense for the final time of this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Now Purdy. Open man left side. Shaheed has it.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
At the 40-yard line.
Purdy looking to throw.
And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Now call it a gain of 3 on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. The slot man in motion right.
Here's Purdy.
Connects with Kittle underneath. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And it'll be 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands.
Final play of the half. Purdy.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
For the Vikings offense, and Justin Jefferson set to take over once more.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles, so as we start the third quarter. Curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
First down, Minnesota.
McCarthy going to throw again.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
It's a pickup of 6.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
At the Niners' 30-yard line.
Here we go.
Looking to throw McCarthy.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
To the air with McCarthy. He'll try to pick it up himself. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
First down. A gain of 7. And the Vikings first down.
Here's McCarthy.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
3rd quarter action, and we appreciate you spending your Christmas Eve right here with us. 2nd and 10. Throwing again, McCarthy.
To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
We're backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Third down from the gun, McCarthy.
And that will be incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Bates' kick is good.
And they take a 17-14 lead. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half.
And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal and moment to go.
And I think even though they're trailing the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Out of the gun, Purdy.
He's going to float this over the middle deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Shotgun now with Purdy. Now he'll tuck this and run. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Vikings 11-yard line.
Get set, get set.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Over the middle and complete to Shaheed.
They'll give him 4 yards there. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. He'll try to pick it up himself.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
It's a gain of 2. And the 49er first down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, after the loss on first down, they're going to walk that line and understand they don't have to rush just yet. but time is still going to be a factor in the decision-making. Call your play. Make sure everyone knows what they're doing. You have to score a touchdown here. You've got to find a way to cash in.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Purdy now to throw.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Niners have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's played well all year long as he enters the home stretch of the season as the NFL leader in touchdown passes.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
From the shotgun, McCarthy.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
That's caught inside the 20. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
And this was something we were watching coming in. That last reception, folks, going to put him at an even 100 now on the campaign.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it.
Touchdown, Vikings!
Ty Felton.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Vikings answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
He'll find Shaheed out to the right.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
That's a gain of
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Throwing here, Purdy. That's complete out left to Ayuk. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough 1st downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Dyson. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Throwing is McCarthy. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game, as now they've got it 3rd and long. Now McCarthy. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Now the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
The Niners take over.
And I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
50 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Here's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
McCaffrey diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. Now rolling for the PAT.
Touchdown, 49ers.
And that will make this a 4-point game. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense and their wideout getting set to go once more. And as we near the conclusion of the regular season, nobody has surpassed the amount of receptions that he has put up to this point. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important trying to... And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. That one looks like he'll throw here. James has got it. Complete.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, one-on-one matchup of some.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay a 4-point game. Now, this was still going to be a one-score game either way, but still, that's a potentially harmful miss here in the fourth.
It certainly is, because if you consider that now if they give up a touchdown, they give up the lead. So he might be getting the side eye, but the defender's coming out on the field now as he goes back to the bench after that miss.
And all the way down to the 10-yard line.
They made that way too easy for him. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
19, charge, take up.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Extra point splits the uprights. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
Here's 1st and 10.
Get set. Up, 18. Watch out.
Purdy to throw.
And Manning hits him in stride. And a timeout is called. So now you're looking at probably just one final play from back in their own territory. And they're going to need a miracle.
Here's 2nd down. Purdy to throw.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
What a game we were treated to.